Here's my some of the components of my economic vision. We must lower the top corporate tax rate and lower the top personal tax rate to a maximum of 25%. Maximum. We must suspend taxes on repatriated profits and allow nearly $3 trillion to come back home without being taxed again. And then one of the biggest things that we need to do in order to help unleash equity and capital for small and medium-sized businesses, which will help local communities, is take the capital gains tax rate to zero. Zero. This economy will grow. We've got the potential to grow. And then the most important thing that we need to do with those rates is to make them permanent, because uncertainty is killing this economy. A businessman does not put together a plan for 2 years and stop right there. We are sitting here tonight not knowing what the tax rates are going to be January 1st, 2013. Well, I can tell you one thing. When Herman Cain becomes president, we will know what the tax structure is going to be January 1st, 2013, because when I get Congress to pass H.R. 1, we're going to make it retroactive to January 1st, 2013. And those are some of the ideas. And I love it when some reporters, not all, see, some of the reporters don't like me. I have this habit of telling it like it is and refuting them when they misrepresent me. But I often get asked by skeptics, well, those ideas and your ideas about becoming energy independent, which I believe that America should become its own best customer for oil and coal and natural gas and everything else. Not the best customer of somebody else. How about America first? America first. So the skeptics will always say, well, Mr. Cain, that sounds well and good, but how are you going to get that done? You're going to have a tough time. You don't know how Washington works. I say, yes, I do. It doesn't. That's the problem. Why do I need to learn how it doesn't work? You want me to go to Washington, D.C. to change Washington, D.C., not learn the ways that keeps it from working. That's the kind of president that the nation is looking for. And they say, well, how are you going to get that done? But then I remind them that when I ran a region for Burger King out of Philadelphia back in the early 1980s, I had a region of 450 Burger King restaurants, and 350 of those restaurants were owned by franchisees. I had to provide leadership. I had to have good ideas in order for them to cooperate. I know how to work with people, present ideas that are in the best interest of both of us. That's why we were able to take that region from last place in all of its metrics to first place, because I was able to get people to work together in order to be able to achieve mutual objectives. But I ran the National Restaurant Association. At the time, it had nearly 10 million employees, nearly 400,000 restaurants, and over 150,000 owners. Do you think it was easy trying to get programs done? No, it wasn't. Because what I have found is no matter what the situation is and know what the organization is, people will respect working on the right problem. They will respect putting together the right people, surrounding yourself with great people. And you know, sometimes you might have to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. I'm not scared to do that either. Number 3, put together plans that people can believe in. And if the people believe in the plans, if the workers believe in the plans, if the workers believe in the strategy, they will support it. And I did this in every one of my business experiences, and I happen to believe that this same approach will work in Washington, D.C., because as former Senator Everett Dirksen said it best about Washington, D.C., if you want to get something done, when they feel the heat, they will see the light. Y'all gonna be my heat to help them see the light. I'm gonna lead, but I'm gonna need you all to bring the heat when we put these ideas in the form of legislation. And so all of these crises that I have mentioned, we can fix them. The little Common Sense Solutions booklet outlines the approach to many of these. And I also get asked by a lot of reporters, well, Mr. Cain, why are you running? And I basically say, well, America can't wait. They need me now, because these problems are only going to get worse. And when you look at all of the things that we need to do, I firmly believe that we can. And I know that many of the skeptics have said, well, you know, you really don't fit the traditional campaign model. Let's see. You don't have immediate national name ID. No, but it's growing. You don't have a kajillion dollars, no. And you never held public office, no. Then why is it, Mr. Cain, that you continue to move up in the polls when you don't satisfy our model for success? And my response is, because the American people have a different model for success. And it starts with the people, not with the politicians, not with the media. That's why I'm moving up in the polls. We the people are still in charge of this country. In 1999, my first grandchild was born. And when I was able to get back to the hospital in Atlanta and see that little 15-minute-old face right after she was born, when I looked into her face, the first thought that crossed my mind was, not what do I do to give her a good start, not what I need to do to make sure she gets a good education. The first thought that went through my mind, so help me God, was, what do I do to make this a better world and a better nation? I didn't know the answer then, but I knew that the Spirit of God was speaking to me, and it caused me to ponder for years. Then when I ran for the United States Senate in 2004 in Georgia, ran against 2 congressmen. One had been a congressman for 12 years. One had been a congressman for 6 years. And in that Republican primary, I came in an impressive second, within 2 percentage points I thought maybe, well, I tried to run for the United States Senate so I could be one of 100, and I would have 99 other people I would need to convince about my common sense ideas. So I thought maybe that was the end of my foray in running for public office. And then in 2006, I was diagnosed with stage 4